I had that with P. Diddy. I went over to say hello to P. Diddy, and JayZ was there, and Leonardo DiCaprio was sat at the
All
far
right,
side.
I think you've dropped enough names. Okay, I think people thought Prince and Brian Ferry was good.
I had that with P. Diddy. I went over to say hello to P. Diddy, and JayZ was there.
Absolutely wild claims about what many people believe is a federal asset, Mr. Diddy. You know, I think there's a lot of if there's a lot of smoke, then there's generally a little bit of fire in terms of what kind of federal asset he might have been. I think that the amount of crimes that he's now been accused of, like accused of accumulating, is what, close to 100? I feel like it's close to 100 right now. And this latest kind of onslaught or like slew of crimes that he's been, you know, it's like every week it ratchets up another amount. And it makes me think that, like, they're trying to get him to crack. Now, everything I'm saying right now is purely speculative, purely opinion, and should be taken as such. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't know the truth. And, you know, it's just I don't know. But the lawsuits that are piling up against this man are so enormous and so vast that it's like, how could the government not have known about this? Of course, in my opinion, they knew, you know? Of course, it's my opinion that they knew. Celebrity Bodyguard now claims that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx ended up reporting him to the FBI. Is that what happened to Jamie Foxx? Is that why he was sick? Was it Jamie Foxx? I'm forgetting who that was. It was a black actor who, like, suddenly got super sick, and everybody thought, oh my gosh, it was from the jab, but, you know, it wasn't really. The interview, which was posted yesterday, sent shockwaves across the world. I know that he poisoned Jamie Foxx after Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that for a fact. Big Homie stated during the interview, implying that Fox's undisclosed medical emergency back in April of 2023 was actually due to foul play rather than a stroke, as was initially reported. I think a lot of people talk about Jamie Foxx. He looked really different when he got really sick. Remember, he was on the set of a movie that he was starring in with, like, Cameron Diaz or something like that. And he looked very, very sick. I mean, look at his skin got lighter. He was so sick. Look at this picture of him and look at this picture of him.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never, ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, you know, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you,
he doesn't say anything.
I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. You know, I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes. Running.
I mean, I don't know. This is what this guy said. You know, why would he have poisoned him? Was it like a GHB thing? I don't know. You see Big Homie saying the story is real, involving Diddy's alleged poisoning of the actor. He revealed personal experiences, claiming that he too had been poisoned on 3 separate occasions, allegedly testing positive for cyanide. He stated that these incidents led to him developing pneumonia and other complications. Now, if you're following this case, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, excuse me, or ex-wife, died under suspicious circumstances, many people say, of pneumonia. He stated that these incidents led to him developing pneumonia. I got into altercations with the rapper's affiliates, who allegedly did strange things to people close to him. Homie added that when he asked why Diddy might have targeted him. These allegations come on the heels of claims by the music director Choke No Joke, who similarly claimed Diddy was behind Foxx's mysterious health scare. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat him down, and that's why Jamie was in the hospital. Choke No Joke had claimed in an early interview. Jamie Foxx said, he didn't look like he got beat up to me. I thought, like, from what I could tell, he looked like he lost a bunch of weight. He looked that he was sick. Of course, that hasn't stopped the hood from tuning in. Diddy's Spotify listeners surged nearly 40% during arrest. He's gained nearly 3.5 million listeners since getting charged with everything back in September. You know, it's wild. By the way, wherever you're watching this coverage, please do, if you're watching on Rumble, please click that green follow button down below. If you're watching on YouTube, the subscribe button. If you're watching on BitChute, the subscribe button. If you're watching on X, it's follow. Or Twitch, it's follow. Now, 5 new claims dropped today. 5 new claims today, including someone who is very young. 5 new claims came forward, including someone who is extremely young. They've all filed civil lawsuits against the embroiled music mogul. Now, I want to say this much. The civil lawsuits don't necessarily mean a heck of a lot. That means there were no criminal charges. There were no actual filings, from what I understand. Now, I may be speaking out of turn here. But, like, that doesn't mean that they're just trying to get paid, a lot of these people, is my guess. That's my guess, is that he's just trying to get paid. A lot of these people are just trying to get paid. Some of them probably went to these freak-offs and participated willingly. Things happen there. I mean, right now, there's 120 people suing him. 120 people have come home or have come forward to sue him, including now an additional person who was 13. Where bad things happen to them while an unnamed male celebrity while an unnamed female celebrity watched. These people are all demonic. These people are all demonic. They had, these stories, his lawyers now accuse the government of leaking information to undermine his case. I would guess that the government probably does know what's going on. You know? Probably does know what was going on. The government probably, I'm guessing, knows exactly what was going on. Don't you think? And what is going on? 120 people minimum have now come forward. In my opinion, this guy was allowed to operate with impunity, unfettered. Someone who's 13 in the year 2000, while an unnamed male and female celebrity watched. Who were those celebrities? The frustrating thing about this is, as you watch how this, case expands out, stretches out, goes wide. We're never, I mean, there's been like a dozen different times where people are saying, hey, this celebrity, this anonymous celebrity, that anonymous celebrity, this anonymous celebrity. Well, how many of them are there? And are we ever going to get a name? I feel like we're not going to. My guess is it's probably far worse than we're ever going to know. An actual exemplary container using Combs and members of his team to spike people's beverages with GHB, which is the date R drug, if you don't know. Combs has denied these claims. I mean, how many people was this guy drugging? He was like out there going full Crosby. I mean, how many of these was, Aaron Carter? How many of these Hollywood celebrities who have recently offed themselves? The One Direction guy. How many of these people are going to end up, we're going to find out that they were at these parties? By the way, 13 is not even the youngest person to claim. I mean, this is wild. 120 new people, including some, there's no way, he's going to jail forever, right? There's no way. And if he is a burned asset, one thing that I always want to make clear when I'm talking about whether or not somebody was like a federal asset or not, if he was a federal asset, that doesn't mean he didn't do this stuff. He probably also did this stuff. That's how they get over on you. I mean, look at what suddenly now Usher's coming out to endorse Kamala Harris. Gee, I wonder if he's on any kind of lists. I don't know. I'm not saying I have any information about that. But it's wild to me. 120 people have now accused him, and now yet another person who is extremely young. This case just keeps getting more and more degenerate.